Well, hey there, well friends, it's Del Kingan here from the Wellbeing Weekly. This week I've got a 30-minute rise and shine, polish yourself up, get ready for the day. I'm calling it Wake Up. There's a lot of things in life is that call to action to wake up. And we'll really investigate that through some gentle movements just to warm up with breath, to warm up the joint spaces so we can start to find a sense of ease and comfort in our movement. We move that into the layer of our skin to not only find a sense of comfort in our own skin, but a real deep sense of aliveness. And when we find that aliveness, we have this really beautiful creative canvas with which to paint our day. And that really kind of nicely sits with yoga practice and, this kind of thinking around what you practice, the intent with which you practice is essentially who you are. So I'll say that again. The intent with which you practice becomes who you are. How you do one thing is how you do everything. So you're practicing at the front end of your day, you're front loading your day, which is awesome. But don't just do it just because it's something you should do, or you're like, I got a kind of funky thing going on in my neck and I just want to move it out. Get really laser clear with how I'm guiding you in these next 30 minutes. Really acknowledge the intent with which you're practicing. And is it one that's really supportive and life affirming? Or is it one that's exacerbating all that shit you bring with you into life, whether it's to push too much or to look for doing more, or attaching to something that's really hindering you? Or is it one that is easeful and supportive and enlivening and enriching? How you do one thing is how you do everything. So what you practice with me in the next 30 minutes, that will play out in every other scenario in your day, which is super cool because you can take ownership of that. You can generate what it is you seek in your life, who it is you're here to be. This is the roll call of life. It will ask you, who are you here to be? What are you seeking to create? And you can take ownership of that by bringing that forth into the shapes that we explore for the next 30 minutes. And that will continue to generate and grow and evolve and flourish in the rest of your day. It's not us going, hey world, make me feel like this and do this for me. It's not us placing conditions on the world, because the world, it's unpredictable. When we rely on others in external situations, we have no control over of what happens, of what plays out. But we do have control over the intent with which we practice, the feelings we generate within ourselves, which is awesome. In a world that can feel totally out of our control, we have this inner universe that we can wake up and come to life in and bring forth so much of what we seek. It's really empowering. So that's my hope for you. All you need for the next 30 minutes is your fine selves, bed here and manky sleep, breath and all. Just where you are, as you are. Get ready to go, rock and roll. Roll out your mat and we'll get started. First, let's begin by taking a nice, easy, comfortable seat. And I know that in and of itself can be challenging first thing in the morning as we start to wake up the body. So make sure it's really supported. You could be sitting on a chair, you could be sitting on your couch, sitting on your shins, sitting cross-legged. And just enjoy this capacity to find ease, a few easy breaths, and you might roll through your shoulders or undulate through your spine. You might take a big, nice yawn awake. Get a little massage through the forearms, the hands, because we will put a little bit of pressure on them today. And wake them up. Allow the cells there to start to scintillate with your awareness, your touch, your aliveness. And draw your shoulders back so your shoulder blades can mount down your back. Move your front ribs in so you find this nice long line from your seat all the way up through your spine. Little tuck of the chin all the way up through crown. Heart over belly, head over heart. All the way lined up to space above you. And you can close your eyes just briefly. The most potent part of your practice and the most potent way you can get ready for your day ahead is to wake up through your breath. The way in which you draw a big full breath in and how you fill up your inner body, you brighten your inner body, almost smiles open The skin yawns awake as you expand. And then a long, long, long breath out. Skin softens, bones get heavy. And again, inhale, big full breath in, and the body smiles, you expand, the skin yawns awake. And exhale and settle. One more like that. Inhale fully. And exhale completely. And blink your eyes open. There you are. Good morning, sunshine. Now you're here. Come on around to all fours onto your hands and knees. You can give your hands another little bit of a massage if that's helpful, your forearms, particularly if you get a bit sticky in your wrists. And place your hands out a shoulder width apart, spread through your fingers. Wake up every finger pad, so much so you see the whites under your fingernails. Then do this for me. Point into the tops of your feet, so you stretch through the skin of the tops of your feet. Inhale, fill breath into the skin of the back of your body. So yawn that awake as you stretch it with your breath. And keep that lift into the back of your body. Press into the tops of the feet even more and lift your knees off. And start to feel perhaps a touch more activation through the center line of your body. Notice if your head's hanging in despair, lift through the back of your head so you're long from your tail all the way through to your crown. This is a good way to get it going. One more breath. And release that down. Good. Tuck your toes. Sit your butt back on your heels. So kind of like a child's pose, butt back on your heels. Reach your arms out in front of you. Release your forehead to the floor. Big full breath in. And a long, long breath out. And come back up onto all fours, onto your hands and knees. Cat-cow pose. Inhale, drop the belly, look forwards. And exhale and fold. Round in. Inhale, drop your belly, look forwards, glide your heart forward, shoulder blades down your back. Exhale and round. Again, inhale. And exhale, round. Then you can take that into a little bit more creative movement. So instead of undulating, through flexing and extending the spine, you start to find a little bit of lateral movement, sitting your butt side to side. And then coming back through center and then sitting off to the other side. Good. Get all syrupy and soupy in the shoulders, hips. And waking up your joints. Joints that offer connectivity to be joined up. And we really want to be joined up in how we move in our day. So it's easeful and supportive. We're not carrying undue stress or tension. We're not asking our body to compensate by being frozen or stuck in one area and holding and creating and zapping too much energy in another area. Once you've had your free-form play, plug into your fingertips once more in case you lost that connection. And inhale, reach your right leg back behind you. Exhale, curl your right knee to your nose and step your right foot between your hands. Land your right foot and you shimmy your hips side to side again. Keep your right hand down on fingertips. Inhale, stretch your left arm up. And exhale, left hand down. Inhale, right arm up. Yawning through the side body, stretching the skin awake there. So we start to find a little bit more dimensionality. All parts of ourselves start to wake up and come online. And you can get creative with it. You can draw circles. You can dive forwards and back. And one more each side. Feels really good, and what feels good for me will probably look quite different for you here. That's okay. So if you can really find it for yourself. You then lift off your back knee. You circle your hips forward and back, side to side again. bring your hands to your hips, shoulders on your back. Inhale, lift up. Work that right leg towards straight. And pivot around to the long edge of your mat. Feet nice and wide, reach your arms out wide so you got a good measure. Feet under your wrists. Roll your shoulders on your back. Inhale, lift up. And exhale, bend your knees and curl in. And inhale, roll your shoulders on your back, lift up. And exhale and curl in. Good, one more. Inhale up. And exhale, curl in. And inhale, come back up. And exhale, pivot around to the other way. Lower down to your right knee. Start in the low lunge again. Just rocking side to side. Establishing a little bit more breath awareness into more parts of you. In the same deal, if you go side to side, you can find some circular action. Again, we're just really going for a little bit more organic movement infused by breath. Noticing areas that might feel really stuck or stagnant or even agitated from sleep. And starting to clear a little bit more space, mobilizing anything that is sticky or sleepy or sluggish. It's not to perform anything here. It's not to make pretty shapes. It's just to really, as the name of the session suggests, wake up more of ourselves, find more dimensionality, yawn every millimeter of your skin awake. It feels so good, so freeing. And from there, tuck your back foot, lift your back knee, and swim your hips around, mobilizing the joint spaces so they can be open conduits for free flow of weight as you move into your day, of energy. So nothing's going to trip you up, nothing's going to get too sticky or hard, not going to create stress, it's not going to leach energy. And then bring your hands to your hips, inhale up, and exhale, pivot around. This time, take your hands around behind you. Interlace your fingers. If you can, heels of your hands together, otherwise a little break in the wrists. Inhale, roll your shoulders on your back again like we did earlier. This time, exhale, bend the knees, ripple your spine down towards the floor. And then work your legs towards straight as you stretch your handshake overhead. Take a big full breath in. And a long, long breath out. And then release your hands to the floor. Hands under your shoulders, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bend your knees and fold. I'm going to keep it really easy. Legs straight, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bend your knees and fold. Again, like that. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bend your knees and fold. And walk your feet in a little bit closer towards each other. So you start to swim your hips side to side again. Turn your toes out. You could squat over to one side and draw a little stretch. And squat over to the other side. Draw a little stretch. Stay low. Walk your feet a little bit closer, a little bit closer. Just yawning your skin away, rolling through ankles. Rolling through wrists. About outer hip distance apart, toes turned out, you might find you can release your butt all the way down between your legs. If your heels come off, that's totally fine. You might feel nicer for the heels to come closer together. If they do that, you can roll through your wrist, your jaw, maybe even give your face a little bit of a massage. Head. Yawning everything awake. This place of scintillating aliveness where everything can start to wake up to support you. And that way you have a complete, if you like, map of everything that you are, perhaps a lot more than what you thought when you first woke up, that can support you in your day. To move, to be. Good. From there, spin yourself back around onto all fours. Take your hands out in front of you. Take your right foot out to the side like a little kickstand. Send your right hand a little bit further in front of you. Reach your left leg out long, drop the left heel down, and shoot the left arm overhead. Another little stretch for the side body. You can play with lifting that left leg up. You could curl it in. And inhale, stretch. And exhale, curl. One more inhale. Maybe this time exhale, bend the knee, reach around and catch the top of the foot. Kick the foot and the shin back. Peel up, open up. So the foot goes directly back behind you. Press your foot firmly into your hand. We'll open up a little bit more to yawn that skin awake in front of you. The front of the hip, the belly, the chest. And release that back down. Tuck your toes, sit back onto your heels into child's pose for a moment. Make it a syrupy child's pose. And walk your hands back under your shoulders. Take your left foot out to the side like a little kickstand on a bike. Send your left hand a little bit further in front of you to really clearly plug into the fingertips. Spin yourself around to face the long edge of your mat. Right leg shoots out long. Drop the right heel. Take that left shoulder on your back and sweep and arc that right arm overhead. Nice long stretch. Big yawn awake. You can play with lifting that leg up. Right leg up, big inhale. And exhale, you could curl in. We're just moving in all directions, seeing what's truly possible. As we find a bit more of ourselves to bring into movement. One more inhale. Exhale, bend that top leg, reach your right hand around and catch the top of your foot. Kick your foot and your shin straight back behind you. So you start like this bow shape. Whee. Good, and exhale, release that right hand, right knee down. This time a more traditional child's pose. Big toes together, knees wide, sitting your butt back. Release your hands out in front of you. Make this one still in the outer shape. So it's more about the subtle movements within the shape. All the cells bouncing around. Buzzing with breath and energy and aliveness. And then bring that sense of aliveness with you back up into all fours. We'll take that into a brief flow that I'm sure will set you up nicely for the rest of your day. You walk your hands or handprints in front of you. Press into the tops of your feet. Once more, inhale, lift into the back of your body. Really puff up the back of your body. And then shoot your heart forward so your collarbones broaden. You extend through the crown of your head. Maintain that strength in your arms as you reset your feet and lift your hips into downward facing dog. Enjoy a big stretch through every fiber of you here. Inhaling fully and exhaling completely. And inhale into the balls of your feet, look forwards. Exhale, bend your knees. Inhale into the balls of your feet, look forwards. Exhale, bend your knees. One more like that. Inhale. And exhale. And then step your right foot forward, your left foot forwards. Keep your feet nice and wide. First thing in the morning, it's quite nice to offer yourself a little bit more of a steady base. You can pedal out your legs. As you sweep side to side, you'll notice you'll get a nice stretch around not only the back, but the side of your hips, your glutes. Then establish your toes clearly. Bring your hands to your hips, shoulders on your back. Inhale, come all the way up to stand. Settle into the feet as you release through the knees. And then from that release, spring up, inhale, big breath. Exhale, softness in the back of the knees as you fold in deep. Hands to outer shins, inhale, get really long. Exhale, step your left foot back, left knee to the sticky mat. Hook your thumbs, inhale, stretch up. Exhale, plant your hands and step your right knee back. Inhale, drop your belly, look forward. Exhale and round. Push off your hands, stand on your knees. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, interlace your fingers behind you. Inhale, lift up front, side and back. Exhale, plant your hands out long, downward facing dog, lift the hips. Take a big full breath in. And a long, long breath out. Inhale, look forwards. Exhale, bend your knees and spring that left foot forwards, back knee down. Hook your thumbs, inhale. Exhale, hands frame your front foot, push off your back foot to step it forwards and fold. Feet hip distance. Hands to outer shins, inhale halfway, look forwards. Exhale, softly fold. Little bend in the knees, inhale, come back up. And exhale, hands to heart. And that nice rebounding down again. With your breath. Let's go like that again. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, fold forwards. Hands to outer shins, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step your right foot back, right knee to the sticky mat. Hook your thumbs, inhale, lift up. Exhale, plant your hands, step your left knee back so you're on all fours. Drop your belly, inhale, look up. Exhale and round. Then press off your hands, stand on your knees, inhale, lift. Exhale, interlace your fingers, roll your shoulders on your back, big full breath in. And exhale, look forwards, plant your hands, lift your hips down dog, big inhale. Long, long exhale. Inhale onto the balls of your feet, look forwards. Exhale, bend your knees and spring that right foot forwards, left knee down. Hook your thumbs, inhale. Exhale, push off your back foot, step forwards, feet hip distance. Hands to outer shins, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale and fold. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. Let's add on one more round each side. Inhale. Exhale and fold. Hands to outer shins, inhale. Exhale, step left foot back, left knee down. Hook your thumbs just like before, inhale. Then exhale, hands to your hips, lift off your back knee, supercharge it. Inhale, hook your thumbs, lift up again. Exhale, this time step to plank pose, or you can come back to all fours. Take an inhale here, and exhale here. Then lower your knees down, press off your hands, inhale, sweep up. This time, exhale, hands to your lower back, or hands to your heels. Shoot energy down your legs, inhale, lift your heart, front, side, and back. Stay here as you exhale. Then inhale, hands to your hips, come back up. Exhale, plant your hands, lift your knees, down dog. Take a big full breath in. And a long, long breath out. Inhale onto the balls of your feet, look forwards. Exhale, bend your knees, bring that left foot forwards, back knee to your sticky mat. Hook your thumbs, inhale. Exhale, hands to your hips, lift off your back knee, supercharge that back leg, come alive, come to life, inhale. Exhale, push off your back foot, fold at the top of your mat. Hands to outer shins, inhale. Exhale and fold. Steady in your feet, inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. One more round. You've got this. This is for you, for your day. Inhale. Exhale and fold. Everyone you meet and greet, everything you meet and greet in your day from this. Inhale. Exhale, step your right foot back, right knee down. Hook your thumbs, big sweeping breath in. Exhale, hands to your hips, lift off your back knee, firm the back leg, hook your thumbs, inhale. Exhale, plant your hands, step your front foot back to plank, or you can come back to all fours. Lift into the back of your body, lift the back of your ribs, inhale. Exhale, press into your hands, press through your heels. And then lower down to your knees. Inhale, sweep your arms up as you stand on your knees. And exhale, baby camel pose with your hands to your lower back, particularly if you need a little bit more support there, or hands to your heels. Inhale fully. Exhale completely. Stay long in your neck. One more breath. Then hands to your lower back again, big inhale. Exhale, look forwards, plant your hands, lift your hips, down dog. Enjoy a big full breath in, yawn every part of you awake with a long, long, steady breath out. Nothing to rush, slow it down just a touch more. Inhale onto the balls of your feet, look forwards. Exhale, bend your knees, spring that right foot forwards, back knee down. Hook your thumbs, inhale. Exhale, hands to your hips, lift off your back knee, supercharge it. Hook your thumbs, inhale. Exhale, dive forwards, push off your back foot, fold at the front of your mat. Hands to outer shins, inhale halfway. Exhale and bow. Inhale, come all the way up to stand. Exhale, hands to your heart. Pause here with your eyes closed, your hands at your heart. With your breath, just noticing what you feel here, the sensations here, the quality of your experience here, what you've awakened within you as part of you that's scintillating and alive and dimensional, that you can take with you into the rest of your day. Based on what you feel here, based on the experience of yourself here, much more awake. Formulate an intent for your day. An intent that will honor this, that will honor you. And I suggest making that intent based on something you can control. Like, I will show up to every relationship with my whole self. Or I will breathe deep by setting myself a reminder 10 times today. Or I will, as consistently as possible, bring forth a sense of aliveness and attunement into everything I do. And make that intent. Make it for you. And blink your eyes open. And come down to lie on your back. Take your knees out wide. Just give them a little swim side to side. Set your right foot on the floor, right knee bent. Little stretch, easy, casual stretch through the back of the left leg, interlacing your hands behind your left thigh. Roll through the ankle, through the toes. And bend your left knee into your chest, extend your right leg out long, and drop your left knee over to this side. Nice, casual, easy twist. Nothing that you're going to force. We're not seeking to practice pushing or forcing or getting aggressive. You practice that here, it will play out in other scenarios in your day. Go for ease, go for lightness, go for a smile in the cells of your body. Then inhale, come up through center. Set your left foot on the floor, hug your right knee into your chest, and interlace your hands behind your right leg. Roll through your right ankle. Point and flex. Coming alive in your own skin. It's quite remarkable. And for me, quite life-changing. Not only being comfortable in your own skin, but becoming alive. Bend that right knee into your chest, reach your left leg out long. Allow that right knee to drop over to the left. Stretch through the skin at the front of your chest, your right shoulder, your right arm. Yawning awake. Then inhale up through center. Bring the soles of your feet together, knees out wide, and take hold of opposite elbows. And settle in there. This could be your last pose for your practice. Or this could be your initiation into a seated meditation, a lying down meditation, a walking meditation. Whatever else you feel you need to really honor who and what you are right here, right now. Awake, alive, expressive, easeful, comfortable. To honor that intent that you just created for yourself. Repatterning any tendencies to rush, to preference busyness, or striving, or forcing, or pushing. What you practice right here. So make that choice for yourself. It might be stretching out long in Shavasana, setting a timer for a couple of minutes. It's okay if you have to boost on off into what's awaiting you. And I get it. We have things we need to attend to. But even just for 1 minute, can you get really clear based on what you've awakened here? Get really clear on what you're practicing, because that will play out in other scenarios. And when you find this sense of comfort and aliveness in your own skin, I promise you what you practice will be really true, really helpful, really enlivening for you. So do that for yourself. And that inherently you're doing that for others as well. Make that choice. This morning, who are you here to be? What are you here to create? And practice it this very moment. And this is where I'll leave you. Thank you so much for being such a committed, courageous, curious student with all these practices. It's life-changing, so thank you. Namaste.